Good evening and welcome to Just Event Online News at 9. I am Rashidat Muraino. The news headlines: Tinubu policies positively impact Nigeria's economy. Federal government inaugurates 4 varsities governing councils. 7th edition Jeo Foundation concludes free summer lesson. Government partners CSOs for better service delivery. NBTA to downgrade polytechnic lecturers without masters. Kano recommittees to transparency and accountability, Commissioner says. NEPRC hailed on transparency, efficiency in petroleum regulation. NIMET predicts 3-day thunderstorms, rain nationwide, warns of flooding. Now the news in details. The Nigerian Economic Society yesterday turned up for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, saying his policies are good for the country's economy. Speaking with reporters at the closing ceremony of the NES Annual Conference 2025 in Abuja, its president, Professor Adeola, said the policy were initially considered harmful, but they have turned out to be good for the country. He said the policies have stabilized the economy and attracted more investors. The federal government yesterday inaugurated the Governing Council and principal officers for 4 newly established federal universities. Education Ministry Tunji Alausa, who inaugurated the Governing Councils, reaffirmed the commitment of the government to expanding access to quality higher education. Alausa described the establishment of the universities as a strategic intervention by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration. The Just Event Online Foundation has concluded its 7th annual summer lessons program with series of donations and scholarships to students. In his remarks, the coordinator of the foundation, Rashid A. Isiaka, appreciated and commended all the volunteer teachers for their dedication and impactful knowledge shared with the students throughout the 6 weeks of the lesson. He wished them all the best in their endeavors. Rashid Isiaka explained that the foundation was sponsored by Barrister Abdulkarim Alabi, Executive Assistant to Senator Salim Mustafa, and supported by Al-Aja Aminat Ayila Begum, Comrade Olaiwaju Isowo, Mr. Muhyiddin Adebayo, Olasupo Abidin, Ilorin Emirates Youth Development Association, ABS Foundation, Yaya Dumoye, Sulaiman Olawale Foundation, Koros Ayogun Youth Development Association, Ilyasu Ibrahim Foundation, Omar Bolaji Foundation, Akaje Education Scheme. He also applauded the management of Bakata Junior Secondary School, Itakuduma, for making the school available for use as always. He equally appreciated the instructors, Hussein Aziz, CEO, Adeyemi Culture, Comrade Nuruddin Oki Agaka, CEO, Anok International Initiative, Isa Ismail Wokpa, CEO, Triple I Deco, Ibrahim Kale Jimo, CEO, Kalia Footwear Production, who has contributed to the success of this year's lesson, which has made it unique. Barrister Abdulkarim Alabi, Executive Assistant to Senator Salim Mustafa, while speaking with the students, urged them to be good ambassadors by representing their community positively and upholding its values. He also appreciated Just Event Online Foundation for this such initiative and advised students to make use of the materials judiciously.
And it points to one thing. The tutors did very wonderfully well on these kids. so adúpẹ́ púpọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ àwọn tutors, adúpẹ́ pàápàá jùlọ lọ́dọ̀ Just Event Online Foundation for putting together this unique idea. I think it is only the Just Event that is doing something like this in the state, if I'm not wrong, among all other bloggers. So one deserve àtẹ́wọ́, àbọ̀ one deserve àtẹ́wọ́. Ṣé àwọn afún wa bẹ́ẹ̀ ni fún wọn? Tí wàá pàtẹ́wọ́ ọ̀hún. Nǹkan tó inspire èmi láti dá sí program yìí òun ni wípé I am also a product of summer class like this. I am from Odakoro ní Ìlọrin East Local Government. Mo sì mọ̀ pé whatever tí mo bá lay claim lẹ́yìn as knowledge sí half of it apart from ilé ìtakọ́ nílé lọ́dọ̀ àwọn òbí ká ní ilé ìtakọ́ in terms of Western education, half of it ilé ìwé láti kọ́, the other half summer classes báyìí láti kọ́. So mo mọ rírì àti pàtàkì summer classes báyìí in the life of kids.
The federal government has urged civil society organizations to provide input and suggestions that can help improve service delivery to Nigerians. The Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning, Senator Abubakar Bagudu, said this yesterday in Abuja at a Citizen Stakeholders Engagement Forum. Bagudu urged CSOs to work with the data supplied by the National Bureau of Statistics when gathering information on government policies and programs. National Board for Technical Education has directed that academic staff in polytechnics and other technical and vocational education and training institutions without masters after 5 years of employment will be converted to non-teaching workers. NBTA Executive Secretary Professor Idris issued the directive in a circular dated September 10 and addressed the rectors and provosts of technical and vocational education and training institutions. Idris expressed dismay that many degree and higher national diploma holders employed as lecturers have failed to upgrade their qualifications. The Kano State government has reaffirmed its commitment to transparency, accountability, and prudent financial management. The Commissioner for Information and Internal Affairs, Comrade Ibrahim Abdullahi, stated this on Sunday during a press briefing at the ministry headquarters in Kano. He said accountability in governance could not be separated from responsible information management, stressing that while government must be made transparent and responsive, the media equally has a duty to operate with professional and ethical standards. The Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulation Commission has commended for transparency and efficiency by the public space tracker in West Africa. In a statement, the organization commended NUPRC Chief Executive Engineer Gbenga Komolafe for setting a new benchmark for accountability and efficiency in Nigerian oil and gas sector. The Nigerian Meteorological Agency has predicted thundery and rainy weather activities across the country from Friday to Sunday. NIMET weather outlook released in Abuja on Thursday isolated thunderstorms with moderate rains for over parts of Kebbi, Sokoto, Zamfara, Kaduna, Kano, Katsina, and Taraba states during the morning hours on Friday. And that is all on Just Event Online News at 9. Here is the recap of the news headlines. Tinubu's policies positively impact Nigeria's economy. Federal government inaugurates 4 varsity government councils. 7th edition JEO Foundation concludes free summer lesson. Government partners CSO for better service delivery. NVTA to downgrade polytechnic lecturers without masters. Kano will commit to transparency and accountability, Commissioner implies. NUPRC aim on transparency, efficiency in petroleum regulation. NIMET predicts 3-day thunderstorms, rain nationwide, warns of flooding. Be good to people around you and make a good relationship for a better tomorrow.